Good morning everyone, I'm Stella and today I would like to talk about the topic on interspecific evaluation of octopus escape behavior. So, as Aristotle said, the only cephalopods that go out onto dry land is the octopus. So what is cephalopods? So cephalopods can be divided into two, colloidal and nautiloidal. So colloidal can be included as squid, octopus, and cuttlefish, and nautiloidal can be included along nautilus and nautilus. So my topic will be on octopus. So all these cases prove that octopus is the only cephalopods that go out on dry land. So like such as Octopus alpius, Octopus vulgaris, Octopus varius, and Octopus dolphini, and Octopus rubescens. So my aim of this study is to give husbandry techniques to keep captive octopus content. So what is husbandry technique? So husbandry means the cultivation and breeding of crops and animals. So on this study, I would like to investigate which species are more prone to escape than others. And besides that, I will also study the behavioral differences in intertidal habitats versus deep sea octopus. And lastly, I will conclude that the biological and environmental factor. So in my materials and methods, there are 24 described species were analyzed, and quantitative data is gathered. And all this data is circulated. So first, I will circulate a questionnaire on stat list and aquatic info. All the internet list servers are dedicated to cephalopods and public aquariums. Or I will directly contact two colleagues who work with octopus. So all these questions included species observed, likeliness to escape, and experience of observer. So I found out that, so for my result, I found out that 8 species that has 3 replaceables were analyzed. So for my result, so this is a table of result. Survey result from 38 respondents was received. On the x-axis is the type of respondents. On the y-axis is the numbers of respondents in percentage. As you can see, research scientists has the most numbers of respondents, which is 46%. And documentary filmmakers has the least, which is 5%. So these levels is significant difference in the likeliness to escape between different species of octopus. So what do you mean by escape mean value? So mean value is an average value. So escape mean value means the average of octopus to escape, the number of octopus to escape. So as if they have higher mean value, which means they have the higher tendency to escape, and the lower value will have the lower tendency to escape. From the result, on the x-axis, this is a type of octopus, and for the y-axis, this is the escape mean value. So from the result, you can see that Octopus vulgaris have the higher tendency to escape, which is 8.5, and Habalocena lungulata have the least tendency to escape, which is 1.7. So this is Octopus vulgaris. It is the most common octopus we can see. So in our discussion, I would like to discuss about the factors that affecting octopus behavior. If you can recall back what I said previously for my last talk. So we divided into 2 factors. First is biological factors, and the second is environmental factors. So for biological factors, the effect are age, genders, individual temperament, and state of hunger. And for environmental factors are escape-proof enclosure, tank size, water temperature, water quality, quality, time of death, and environmental enrichment. So first I would like to discuss about the hatch. So hatchling means small octopus. They eat planktonic, and planktonic live in water, so they will not likely to live in water. But for some other octopus, they will prey on crabs on land, thus they will live in the waters. And next is gender. So female, they are unlikely to leave their eggs. It is a maternal behavior that have in all female human beings. So such as our mother will protect us, thus it will not likely to escape. And for all senescence male, so senescence means aging, so growing old. So more likely to escape, to wander around in the open, in the wild. So maybe they have more experience and they will like to explore the world more. So next are individual temperatures. So individual temperatures means temperature. So cold water species are more sluggy. So means they are more slow moving and they are less likely to escape. So for warm water species like Octopus vulgaris, they are more hyperactive. If you still remember, Octopus vulgaris has the highest mean value and they are more likely to escape. And for the state of hunger, so starved octopus are less active and responsive. Starved means very, very hungry. So adding food activated the activeness of octopus. So hungry octopus are more attempt to escape than satiated one. So satiated means satisfied. So they are already full. So next are escape-proof enclosure. So enclosure has hole or space large enough for octopus to get through. As you can see, although the holes are small, but still this enable them to escape. For tank size, if the tank are smaller, it will lead them to escape. So these tanks are too small, so they will escape. So for water temperature, as I mentioned earlier, so deep sea they are less active because deep sea are colder. And inappropriate temperature stress the species to more likely to leave the water. So if the temperature are too high, they will not likely to live. They are more likely to leave the water because it is not suitable for them to stay in the water. And for water quality such as low oxygen, improper pH value, elevated ammonia levels, presence of heavy metal, and improper salinity, increase the escape rate of octopus. So these are all the water qualities. If this place are lack of oxygen, we will likely to leave this room too. So time of day. So we found that octopus are more active at night and more likely to escape. And octopus are active during feeding time, but least likely to escape. So if they have food during feeding time, so they will eat and full, they are satiated, so they will not likely to escape. And octopus, if they have a protected land, they also will not likely to escape because if they have place to protect themselves, they will stay there. They will not likely to escape and make them show to the predators. And for my conclusion, I have concluded that intertidal octopus are more active than deep sea octopus. So hence, intertidal octopus are more likely to escape. If you still remember, Octopus vulgaris, they are warm water species and they are more likely to escape. So Octopus vulgaris, they show the highest escape mean value, which is at 0.5, and are more prone to escape than others. So Hapalocenata lunulate is not likely to escape than others because this is deep sea species which live in cold water. So it has the least mean value, which is 1.7. So, and I conclude out these biological and environmental factors, which are age, gender, individual temperate hunger, tank size, tank severity, water temperature, water quality, time of death, and environmental enrichment. This will affect them escape factors. And lastly, since my topic is how to keep a captive octopus content, and this is the end of my study, so I will give some advice on how to keep a captive octopus content. First, make sure nothing that an octopus can hold onto in within reach the top of tank. Since octopus have a very strong grip, and as long it can touch the wall, and it will try to escape. Next, arthropods and open cell forms has air space, prevent octopus from grabbing. So if they have nothing to grab, so they will not likely to escape. Third, seal the tank shut with tight fitting lids. So if the lids are not tight sealed, the octopus will open the tank, will open the seal, will open the tank will open the lids and escape from the tank. And fourth, lids should be attached securely and have no opening. If you still remember that previously they have a tank that has a hole, it will escape from the hole. So providing an enrichment environment for octopus which such as that has a protective layer, or the layers are bigger and have a suitable temperature and etc. And lastly, you should have a big tank for the octopus. So this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
Alright.